is my review for Dansai Bunri no Crime Age episode 2. So let's get into this. So this week's episode of Dansai Bunri no Crime Age, it was a good episode. You know, I enjoyed this episode. Just one little gripe I had with this episode, and it just makes you wonder why they haven't done this yet. But I'll get into that a little later because there's a lot of information that was said in this episode. So no real summarization, just going down the list of things that are important to this episode here. So one of the things is the killing good that kills Iowa can grant any wish they desire. So if someone were to kill Iowa with their killing good, they can grant any wish they want, anything they want. If they wanted to have a ham sandwich appear in front of their face right now, they can do that. That's a stupid wish, but I'm just saying they can do anything they want, any wish they desire. So that's one of the things. And then we end up learning about Arthurs and Instads. Apparently, Arthurs are people that have the lust to kill and just to kill people and stuff, or they'll have the lust anyways. And the thing is, the person that has this lust, or is Arthur, is Yamane, and also Kiri too. And the thing is, I like this because this explains Kiri in the first episode when he was a kid. He always wanted to cut hair and everything like that. Now he didn't want to kill people, but he had the lust to always try to cut hair. He's always wanted that, and he always had that urge. So it just goes to show that, you know, he really is Arthur, and I like that how it tied in together like that. And Yamane is also an Arthur as well, and she's killed people. Like, she killed her parents. We see a little bit of backstory on her. Apparently, she killed her parents, and Ho had to actually calm her down and tell her that only listen to me. Because the thing is, when you're Arthur, because he had this urge, they have this voice in their head that tells them to kill, basically. And Ho wanted her to not think or hear that voice in her head, basically. He told Yamane not to listen to that, just listen to me. And the thing is, in this episode, actually, Yamane was like in a state to, like, I don't know what to do, because she saw Iowa's hair cut, like it's all the way cut. All of a sudden, he's like, "What the heck's going on here?" So we got to do something. Like the game has begun, and so he's like, "What should we do?" But apparently, Ho didn't really want to talk to her, and so she made her like, "Do your own decision." So she wanted to kill her, and that when it came to an altercation with Kiri, and Kiri tried to fight back, and that was a nice little scene. Actually, I must admit, I will say this: the animation. It very reminisces to Mysterious Girlfriend X a little bit for some reason. I'm getting this feeling from it. I don't know what it is with it. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's because of scissors or something. I don't know what it is. It's just, I had this weird feeling that it very reminisces to Mysterious Girlfriend X in the weird factor too. Because I think in every episode there's going to be something odd. Because in this episode here, after Kiri fought against Yamane won, of course. And he thought he was gonna die, but apparently, he got revived. Basically, he's good. But he wakes up and he ends up seeing Yamane licking on Ho's arm. I'm like, it was really odd. She's like, I'm like what's happening? Like, and the thing is, what Ho is basically, she's an Instad. Instad is be able to keep the Arthur's lust from, just keep their bloodlust down, basically, not to try to kill people, basically. And so she had to try to make Yamane fake kill Ho, or basically fake kill her a couple of times to be able to stop her urges, basically, and it was working. But that's why it was like a very weird scene. I'm thinking in every episode is gonna be something odd like that, because the first episode, remember in the first episode we saw Kiri rubbing on Iowa's hair like, oh, your hair, it's so soft, man. Oh, and stuff like that. So there's something weird when it came to that right there, and yeah. And yeah, Iowa's a descendant of the Hair Queen, basically. And the thing is, the Hair Queen was the one that actually started this entire thing, this entire process, apparently. She was the one that started the killing goods and all this crap that's happening now in the wishes and stuff. And apparently, this has been going on for centuries and stuff like that. There's history books to why that if they did kill Iowa, they really would get a wish. Because it's been recorded before when one of the Hair Queens die, they actually do grant a wish to the person that kills them. So it's been told before. So yeah, also Iowa's hair grows back every day. So even though you cut it, it grows back regardless the next day. So that'll keep Kiri occupied. He's probably happy about that. She also went to school in this episode as well, and she's got weird reactions like, "Oh, your hair's so soft," oh, and stuff like that. So yeah. So the one thing that kind of bothered me with this episode is because the thing is, Ho basically wants to kill her to grant the wish to be able to get Yamane out of this curse. That's what she wants to do, right? But they were taking care of her. And what I don't understand is, why didn't they just kill her before, or before, when they were taking care of her? Like, no one was protecting her then, but I guess because the only reason was because this professor guy was like, it wouldn't be no fun otherwise. He wants someone to protect her. And that's where Kiri comes in to protect Iowa. and that's where the game will actually start. But I want to but the thing is, if you had a wish and desire that you want to do for your sister, for instance, and that's your sister, I mean, wouldn't you just do that? Wouldn't you just finish her off then? Like, I don't understand why they didn't. That's the only thing that's kind of like it bothered me. I don't say it was like a big problem. It's like, why didn't you just kill her then? So you can grant the wish and get this over with. Like, instead of just waiting instead. Like, I mean, yeah, it's unfair, but who cares about fair when you can get anything you want? I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's a little odd. I mean, that's why I'm getting from it anyways. That's why I was just like, huh. Because that didn't really make sense. Why just finish her off now? I mean, that's what where I got from that anyways. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's everything that was covered with this episode here. But there's a lot of stuff happening. Like I said, Kiri is an author as well. And the thing is, I think in the next episode, it seems like he's gonna go into his urges because he seems crazy. Like we saw a preview of it, and he seems pretty freaking crazy looking in it. So yeah. Now I must admit too, in this episode, freaking Kiri tried to stop Yamane from attacking Iowa, and he has to just cut her hand. I'm like, god dang! Like, I thought she was gonna like just knock the little syringe away, but he's like, no, stop! And I'm like, my god dang, my hand! Like, oh my god, I was bleeding. I was like, what the heck is this? I didn't expect it, but she didn't care. She was just like, getting all excited and now I ecstasy, son. But yeah, so I'm done. Like I said, this was a good episode. Like I said, the animation is good. I like the reminiscences of the animation for it, and you know, like I said, the odd moments in here is not bad too. I just know that I think it's a theme that's gonna be going on with this show, and overall, the way this show is gonna go, it seems like since this game is now started, he's gonna be basically protecting Iowa from all these other enemies. Because in this episode, we see this guy that has a hammer, and that's his killing good. You know, he's built to break walls with a hammer and everything. So that's what's gonna happen. So you're gonna encounter other people that have killing goods, and you're just gonna be like, it's gonna be like almost like a battle show in a sense. I'm sensing anyway. This is what it seems like it's gonna be like, and I think this show is gonna wrap up to probably be something pretty good to watch and enjoy. I mean, I look forward to this. So yeah, with that being said, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this episode here. Like this review and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more seasonal reviews from me. Because here's the thing, and I said this in my live stream, but I'm pretty sure not everyone has seen this. So I'm just gonna state this now. Well, basically, what I'm gonna do after this second week of the episodes coming out, and I'm gonna review all the shows that I reviewed the first week. So if you like those reviews from the first week, I'm gonna review every single one in the second week. And once the second week is over, I'm gonna like basically after Shingeki no Kyojin, after I review that episode 2, after that video, I'm gonna make another video basically stating which reviews you want me to keep basically, and I'm only gonna keep 2. Now here's the thing, what I'm gonna do with this video is gonna have comments basically. I'm gonna make the comments where like has Shingeki no Kyojin as one of the comments, and it's gonna have Dansai Bunri for the no Crime Age for the other comments. Basically, what I want you guys to do is like whatever comment that has the show that you want me to review. Whichever has the most likes, I will then review that show separately. And the thing is, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to bring back Seasonal Talk. And Seasonal Talk, what I'm going to do with that is, you know, have 2 shows in there. So whichever ones have the most ratings and stuff like that, that will be in Seasonal Talk after the first 2 get chosen. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm going to do it, basically. The first 2 top-rated ones will be separately reviewed, while the other 2 will be within Seasonal Talk. So that's how I'm going to do things, so we can have more connections, more talking about these animes and stuff like that. So yeah, this has been the Thabreakmaster, and until then, break out.